How'd you like that? I just wanna put the record straight once and for all. How'd you like that?
Minho watched Kibom slide the Hulk fists onto his hands, his eyes clouded with lust. That is what you call the most exquisite hand pumping, he whispered. If I can't kiss you, I'll kiss you, Kibom said, and he pulled the Hulk fist from the boy's grip. He whimpered, then gasped in surprise when a Hulk fist hit his face and knocked him out cold. As they moved away, Kibom laughed and said, "That's a big thing for me to say, but I'm not even close to being finished." It was a little after 9 o'clock. The sun was just coming up, and it would be a little while before it was time to leave. In the midst of the crowd of hundreds of thousands of people, there was a quiet.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket, Jung-hyun sang, mostly to himself. You own a Lamborghini? Taemin replied, rolling his eyes. The real deal. I'm gonna ride around the country, Jung-hyun agreed, nodding. Taemin laughed a little as he hopped into his car. Just because you're my friend and my homie and I don't want you to feel uncomfortable or worried or lonely or anything, that doesn't mean you have to put your head down and listen to the world. You just said the same thing to everyone, Jung-hyun said, not liking how his friend just acted without thinking. I did, Taemin said, smiling. Jung-hyun turned back to his computer. Taemin, I'm going to make you a deal. Taemin laughed. Are you going to make me a deal? Or are you going to do what you're told? The two looked up at one another. Taemin shook his head. Then you're just going to have to do what I say. They both laughed again. Okay, so I'm gonna make you a deal. You and I are gonna get naked. And I'm gonna watch you. Taemin smirked. Oh no, you're going to give me that. The two looked at one another. Okay, I'll show you what's under my shirt. I'm just gonna have to go to my room and find something that fits.
But how did you manage to transform into a rabbit? Minho shouted as he stared down at the rabbit Jinky he held in his hands. I was born one of their numbers, Jinky said with a laugh as he stood up and walked over to Minho. And like all other rabbits, I came from the wilds of another world. I had many friends and a great place to live. Then how did you become one of us? Minho asked with a nervous tone as he tried to get some perspective on Jinky. Well, that is actually something we cannot discuss in the current situation. You see, it is a long story, Jinky answered. But it is also a very simple one. Simple, huh? Minho asked with a confused look on his face. So you were saying I could have been one of them, even if I am currently in my dream? Yeah, or perhaps that I was the cause of them being killed, Jinky suggested. You see, I am the only one who can use all of the powers of the 4 powers. You should have known that. What are the 4 powers? Minho asked. There's the power of earth, the power of wind, the power of fire, and the power of ice, Jinky explained. And the only one that I have mastered is the power of ice.
Taemin said, waving Kibum over to the computer. You might want to see this. What is it? Kibum asked, confused. He clicked on the picture, and a small window popped up that showed the exact same image as the previous image. I made the sound effect for the first time, and I wanted to get your feedback on it. It's supposed to sound like the sound when I make your dick grow bigger, Taemin said. Kibum frowned. Is that it? He asked, confused. He clicked the link that Taemin had just emailed him. The video on the website showed Taemin standing behind Kibum, who was in the bathtub with the fan on his back. The fan was on the ceiling of the bathtub, so it was blowing directly on Kibum's body.
Bro, this is kinda gay, Minho said, trying to ignore the rapid beating of his heart. Is it a little? Jung-hyun tightened his grip around Minho's waist, making him gasp. Or a lottle. He pulled Minho closer to him, pulling him into his chest and leaning into him, the two boys' lips connecting. Don't you dare say I'm not hot. Do you want to go out with me? Do you want to go somewhere? You know I'm straight, right? I swear to God, I'm not gay, but I swear I'm so hot. Jung-hyun kissed Minho, pulling him closer with him, taking a deep breath in through his nose. Just don't tell anyone or I'll have to throw you down some stairs. Minho blushed. Jung-hyun nodded. I won't. Okay. Quote. Good. Minho pulled back. Jung-hyun laughed. Come on, let's go play basketball. They walked away from the dorm together, holding hands and looking at the sunset. The next morning, Jung-hyun didn't see much of Minho, as he had just gotten back from the gym. He had a long run before the team woke up, and they had a meeting with the teachers for breakfast. Jung-hyun wasn't sure if he would see Minho today.
Kibum looked over at Jinky as they were strapped into the seats of the roller coaster. Fuck you, I can't believe I'm doing this. Jinky rubbed at his eyes. Well, you've got this. Keeban shrugged. I know. But I have to at least try. He started to pace back and forth behind Jinky. I know this isn't the best way to do this, but I have to at least try. Keeban, let go of him. Alright. Keeban nodded. I'll try. He stood up and walked around the back of the coaster, looking out at the crowd of people. You all think you know me, and that's why you don't like me. But I know you're all a bunch of fuckers. That's why I'll do my best to fuck you up.
The scan results said my reproductive organs are unremarkable, whined Jonghyun to Jinky. They said I'm fine. He was right. His reproductive organs were fine. He wasn't a threat to anyone or anything. But then again, Jonghyun's reproductive organs, in particular the penis, are a bit peculiar. Jonghyun's left testicle was the size of a golf ball and his right testicle was so big. Jonghyun's mother could only fit it in the palm of her hand. It's pretty amazing, Jonghyun tells me. After his surgery, Jonghyun was sent to Seoul Hospital to get his new body back. The only difference was that he now had a smaller penis. Jonghyun's mother is relieved to hear that the penis is finally starting to look normal.
If you don't start paying attention to me, I'm going to throw out your porn mags, Taemin threatened, still kicking Jinky in the thigh. What? That's all you're going to do? Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I thought it was something I was helping you with. So I just have to be that much of a dick. You should really stop trying to put me down like that. Jinky said nothing. Jinky had no idea what Taemin was talking about. And Taemin had no idea what he was talking about. But he didn't really need to. Taemin, Jinky said softly. What does it mean to be a cocktease? Taemin's face got even redder and his lips curved into a smile. Oh, I get that question a lot. Huh? Yes, said Jinky. I'm just a pretty cocktease. Taemin shrugged. What is cocktease? You know, that guy you flirt with on the bus or while waiting at the bus stop to see if you can grab a girl. Cocktease? Yup, said Jinky. The kind of girl you can't even tell you like because you're a cocktease. Taemin turned away and stared at the floor. That's like the worst thing ever.